Hey YouTube. That's a coin. Hi YouTube. I'm working. Don't forget to go over and follow me at Urban to Intellectual at StylesbyNina on Twitter. Also on Instagram, StylesbyNina LLC. This other book we're reading, y'all. Okay. Well, welcome to all of my new subscribers. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment. I want to get back into this William Cooper. We're on chapter 9, page 173. Now, a reference to the Project MK Naomi can be found in the intelligence community by Thane E.T.A.L. Barker, 1977. Lieutenant Colonel James Bo Gritz was a member of the Special Operations Division of the Department of Defense, the commander of U.S. Special Forces in Latin America, the principal agent for the National Security Council's Super Secret Intelligence Support Activity, ISA, which hatched the illegal groups known as Yellow Fruit and Sea Spray, and the Congressional Relations Chief for the Pentagon. Lieutenant Colonel Gritz claims he didn't know of any illegalities in the military or in the government until he was told by a drug lord in the third world nation. I'm sorry, but I'm not that easily duped. I recommend that we support his efforts as long as his efforts help us. I also recommend that we watch him very carefully. There is a slim chance that Gritz is legitimate, but I would not put my life in his hands. Lowell Sumner expressed his view as a biologist. The human population explosion and its declining spiral of natural resources is to me the greatest threat of all. The time is ripe, even dangerously overripe as far as the population control problem is concerned. We shall have to face up or ultimately perish. And what a dreary, stupid, unlovely way to perish on a ruined globe stripped of its primeval beauty. Many other population controls have been promulgated. The reduction of the world's population to workable levels has been virtually assured. It is only a matter of time. The problem will be to curtail further human reproduction beyond approved levels. To handle that problem, the New World Order will adopt the communist Chinese model of population control. It is the only population control program that has ever worked. The old and infirm have been periodically murdered, and couples are forbidden to have more than one child. Penalties are so severe that families in China with 2 children are extremely rare. 3 children families are non-existent. A surprising byproduct is that Chinese children as a group are treated better than any other national grouping of children in the world, including the United States. Tobacco fields in the U.S. have been fertilized with radioactive hailings from uranium mines, resulting in a tremendous increase in the incidence of lip, mouth, and throat lung cancer. If you do not believe it, just look at the incidence of lung cancer per capita before 1950 and compare it to the lung cancer per capita at the present time. Are those who smoke committing suicide, or are they being murdered? Malathion, a nerve gas developed by Nazis during World War II to kill people, is being sprayed heavily on population centers in California. The excuse used is that it will kill the Mediterranean fruit fly. The tip-off is that the orchards are not being sprayed, only people. The helicopters come from Evergreen, Arizona, a known government and a suspected CIA base. The pilots are contract pilots furnished by Evergreen. Evergreen has been named as one of the bases where drugs are flown in from Central America. The city of Pasadena passed a law making it illegal to spray malathion within city limits. The law was ignored and the city took no action. When the people of California literally revolted against the spraying of malathion, the governor of California stated that he did not have the power to stop the operation. What higher power is there that could prevent a governor from a state from halting the spraying of an insecticide? A warning was issued to cover up automobiles and belongings because malathion could destroy paint, some plastics, and other property. People, they said, would not be injured. It is a lie. Heart disease used to be a very rare illness. Now it is epidemic. Go and look at the statistics. I do not know what is causing this, but 80 years ago, people consumed more salt, fat, cholesterol, and everything else that heart disease is blamed upon. But the disease was rare. Why is it now one of the leading killers? In the state of Colorado and elsewhere, dioxin is turning up in the drinking water in alarming levels. It should not be present in any amount. Where is it coming from? Dioxin is one of the deadliest chemicals known to man. Colorado citizens attempting to battle against the dioxin contamination are met with closed doors, denial, and attacks upon their characters. We have watched the news in horror. One moment, y'all. Come on. Okay, y'all, I think I'm here. So we have watched the news in horror as story after story unfolded, revealing that the Army and CIA had released germs and viruses into the population to test their biological warfare capability. In light of what you have learned in this chapter, you should know now that it is really to reduce population. It is a matter of public record that investigations into cover-ups of radioactive leaks into the atmosphere and into the groundwater have revealed that some leaks were not accidental, but were purposeful. Some areas of the country now have such a high rate of cancer that virtually everyone who lives in these areas will die other than a natural death. The true extent of radioactive gases, waste, and toxic material, especially cesium-137, strontium-90, uranium, mine, and mill tailings, thorium-230, radium-226, and radon-222 that has leaked or has been purposely planted in the atmosphere, soil, and groundwater is far beyond anything you or I can imagine. Every investigation has revealed that the true figures and the real numbers may never be known. Cover-up has become SOB, standard operating procedure, at all levels and in all departments of government. Do we dream reality, or is reality a dream? According to Dr. Eva Sneed, the San Francisco Bay Area has one of the highest cancer rates in the world. The San Francisco Bay Area has been revealed as one of the primary test locations of the Central Intelligence Agency's biological and chemical programs. You may recall that Legionnaire's disease was an experimental bacteria released into the wind on the San Francisco Bay from a government-operated boat. San Francisco is also one of the 6 known inoculation sites for the CIA project MK Naomi AIDS. The Bay Area was headquarters for Dr. Timothy Leary, who introduced the drug culture to American youth under CIA Project MK Ultra. It is suspected that the San Francisco Bay Area was also subjected to large doses of radiation to test the effects upon a population over a prolonged period of time. Why do they hate San Francisco? The answer is that the largest homosexual population in America lives in San Francisco, and they have been targeted for extermination. A reason for the New World Order, or rationalization, as the case may be, is the very real possibility that some terrorists will set off a global nuclear war by detonating an atomic bomb to make a political point. I believe that it is safe to say that any large-scale exchange of atomic or hydrogen weapons will result in the complete destruction of civilization and could precipitate the escalation of the onslaught of an ice age. The obvious conclusion would be that any kind of compromise leading to coexistence is better than any kind of nuclear exchange. In other words, better red than dead. It is exactly what the hierarchy has decided, only the New World Order will not be red. It will be fascist. It will in fact be a socialist totalitarian state. It is hoped that a natural metamorphosis will eventually occur. The Illuminati hope that it will result in a paradigm shift of the evolutionary consciousness of man. This could cause the formation of a state where no government is needed, where anarchy is not to be feared. They dream that the end result will be that the world that will be the world that Christ taught, but the Christian religion prevents. It is ironic that the Illuminati actually believe that this can evolve from a plan built upon such suffering. Christ suffered, if the New Testament is true, to bring about his world. And if he suffered, maybe it is necessary that we also suffer. I am not wise enough to know the answer. I managed to locate a reference to the protocols of Zion. Y'all hold on one second. It is ironic that the Illuminati actually believe that this can evolve from a plan built upon such suffering. Christ suffered, if the New Testament is true, to bring about his world. And if he suffered, maybe it is necessary that we also suffer. I'm not wise enough to know the answer. Hold on. Y'all, customer service is a handful. It's like when you call people on the phone, these 1-800 numbers, please listen. And don't give people a hard time. Not cool. Anyway, I managed to locate a reference to the protocols of Zion dated in the 1700s. See chapter 15, page 269. This plan for subjugation of the world correctly outlines exactly what has happened since the protocols were discovered, and that is all that is needed to confirm the authenticity of the information contained within the document. It is clear that the Illuminati has planned to rule the world for centuries. They have followed the plan outlined in the protocols of Zion. The Illuminati could not possibly have succeeded, however, if an alliance had not been formed with the other world power structures. Now, is the world population crisis a hoax perpetrated to bring that alliance about? It is possible. All I can say is that my own calculations using the knowledge available to me performed on my 386 computer confirm that the crisis is real. And is in fact very serious. If it is a manipulation, the whole world has been fooled. Okay, y'all. Y'all gonna have to give me a minute. I have work. All intellectuals, rulers, and governing bodies agree that population is the biggest threat to civilization that we know of today. It does not matter what you believe. If they believe it, you will be affected because they have the power. The New World Order will eliminate the population threat in several ways. Complete control of individual behavior may be established using electronic or chemical implant. No one will be allowed to have a child without permission. Stiff penalties wait for those who ignore the law. The violent, the old, the infirm, and the handicapped and the unproductive will be killed. I want to stop right there. Peace and power to you.